Hey there, this is Dr. Evan Osar, developer of the Integrative Movement System. Welcome to this edition of Facebook Live, where we're talking about the corrective exercise strategies that we use with our older clients that have foot and ankle issues. Many of our clients that present to us have feet issues or foot issues that are related to hypertonicity around their gastroc the long toe flexors. And that's oftentimes what inhibits them from getting their foot into a position and being able to really put their foot into the appropriate tripod position. Now, one thing that we don't do with many of our clients, in fact, we rarely do this, is teach the short foot, Janda short foot position. It's very appropriate and specific for clients that have a completely collapsed arch. But many of our clients that are presenting to us don't have a completely collapsed arch. So what happens is when you do short foot with them, Janda short foot position, you're actually creating more stiffness and rigidity in their feet. So it's important that you release. First you assess, but then you ultimately release around the restrictions around the gastroc soleus, the long toe flexors, and the posterior tibialis that can oftentimes make the foot rigid and tight, and often give your clients those claw toe appearances or those hammer toe type positions. They're overuse of the long toe flexors, and the long toe flexors are coming from the backside of the calf. So one of the things you want to do is you want to get in there and release the gastroc and soleus. So you can take a tennis ball and place a tennis ball behind the gastroc and soleus and through the gastroc and soleus to get down to the posterior tibialis and those long toe flexors. And then you also want to release them down around the foot. So I got a soft yet firm ball. You can use a golf ball, which is a little hard for a lot of our clients. You can use a tennis ball, but I like this ball because it's soft yet firm and it's small enough to get into the foot where we need to get it. So I'm going to place it right underneath the midfoot. So I'm going to place my foot over top of the ball and just compress an area where the posterior tibialis comes underneath and inserts into most of the bones of the foot. So you'll also get some of the intrinsic muscles, obviously. You'll get some of those long toe flexors as they're coming underneath around the medial malleolus and underneath the foot to control the flexion of your toes. Now, most of our clients, when they roll their foot, they're just like this, and they're barely doing anything. What I want you to do is find a spot, help your client find a spot, hold it, and then put a little pressure into it. And then from here, gently rock the foot back and forth. Because our clients are going so fast, they're not really doing a whole lot to actually release the myohypertonicity or tonicity of those long toe flexors, of the posterior tibialis attachments. Once they release, move to another area. Same thing, put a little pressure down. Slowly side bend and move the foot around the ball. Nice and easy, slowly. The slower, the easier and more controlled it will be, and the better the release will be. If you cause too much discomfort and you go too fast, you basically rev up the nervous system, and then the nervous system just reacts by actually contracting down more. So the slower, more controlled it is, the more effective this release is. You can even bring the ball forward here, bring it around the midfoot, because again, our clients often have a rigid, stiff foot. They need to spread that foot out to get that pressure underneath the foot tripod. So they're going to spread their foot around the ball, hold for a second, roll the ankle and foot around the ball, and then release. Lengthen the toes out, and same thing, release around the ball, medially and laterally. So again, you're getting nice release, you're getting mobility of the foot around the ball. That's why we like the softer ball. It doesn't roll around as much, and your client can get that pressure into their foot where they need it. Just make sure they're not going too fast or causing so much discomfort that they're just reflexively contracting to increase the rigidity of their foot. So this is a strategy we use for our older clients to help them regain more mobility of their foot so that we can actually get them into a better foot tripod and also wake up the proprioceptors, because some of the most dense proprioceptors in our body are down around the ankle and foot complex and the skin of the sole of the foot. This is Dr. Evan Osar with Facebook Live for Institute for Integrative Health and Fitness Education. Tomorrow, I'll share with you how we take this into the upright position. So we teach our clients how to better use their foot tripod and get the foot and ankle to function as it should. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time on Facebook Live.